rivals. It's the New York Mets taking on the Miami Marlins. First pitch coming at you right after the break.
Your Miami Marlins.
So almost ready to get underway. And our pitcher in this game, Valente Beozo. What do we have on him?
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA. And you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out. And not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. And the first out of the game is an easy one. Here's a Mets lineup now. All right, Singy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
Here's Juan Soto. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. Up the middle. Sends it to first. And a couple of quick outs.
Batting third, the third baseman, Mark Vientos.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the third baseman, Mark Vientos. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. Foul ball. And now 1 and 2. Got it. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Mets go down quickly. And now the Marlins will have a crack at things. No score. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here at Lone Depot Park. And on the hill, Tyler McGill.
Yeah, ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now, Jesus Sanchez. That one's in there, and it's 0-1.
This is a hitter who takes his game to another level playing at night.
That's in there, and the count is 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
And the batter now, Griffin Conine. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Batting third, the shortstop.
Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Line drive and a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boo. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Norby, the next up for the Marlins. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
In the air, right field, pretty well struck. Soto on the move, heading back. Makes a leaping grab for the out. Tags up from second, and he'll head to third. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
Wow, pretty amazing. That only ended up being a second. Fly. So much excitement and a great effort out there to take on the wall as he hauled it in, and for the batter, could have
tosses to first. That is the inning. One run. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now Pete Alonso. Beozo back to work. And that's fouled off. Alonso, 30 years old now, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Late on that fastball.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
That's off the inside corner. Now 1-2.
Guy like this can be tough. You know he's not going to try to beat you with velocity, but he's going to sink it, he's going to change speeds, and he's going to pitch backwards at times.
The 1-2. And that's too high.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. We didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
And now it's Jose Siri. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
1-1.
One out, base is empty. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Sanchez raging back towards the wall, and he makes the catch on the track. Just missed a homer that time.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. He got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
To the right side. Gets it to first, and that is that. Down in order go the Mets. They trail here 1-0. Back here in Miami, the bottom of the second. And at the plate for Miami, Davison De Los Santos. Trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. Swings through that one for strike one.
0-1's the count.
Slap the other way, foul.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Out to center. Siri in position. One away.
Batting seventh, the catcher, Agustin.
And here's the rookie catcher, Agustin Ramirez. That pitch clips the outside corner. Strike one. Swings through that. Ed Drummond, our umpire behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, Boogie's a really fair umpire, both the pitchers and the hitters. So standard strike zone, he's consistent with it. And the great thing is you don't see players question the calls too much. So that's a good thing in this day and age. Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
And that one is lifted in the air. Soto gets under it. Makes the catch, inning over. And we're back on to the third inning. Digging in, Brandon Nimmo. And the first offering, a fastball for a strike. Swing and a ground ball. De Los Santos steps on the bag. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. And now here's Jeff McNeil.
The second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
First offering misses badly for ball one. And that one ripped to left. Myers makes the grab, and there are two down.
Batting ninth, the designated hitter.
Starling Marte up to hit. This one popped up. Hawley sizes this one up and puts the squeeze on that one. And that'll do it. Back here at Lone Depot Park, set for the bottom of the third. And the batter down, Derek Hill. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. And that one fouled off. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first two pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after it.
Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2. Strike three, and that's two in a row.
Came after him with the fastball on 0-2, and that's a pretty good demonstration of what power pitching is all about. He's got the stuff, obviously, and right there he used it to put his opponent away without needing to waste any pitches.
And a strike on the outside edge. And that is out of play. On the ground, right side, sneaks through, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
2 outs, runner at first. Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
Ground ball up the middle into the outfield, base hit, and now 2 aboard.
Third baseman, number 1.
Here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Connor Norton. And a foul ball. First and second, 2 down. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. That pitch gets the corner, and it's 0-2. Ball 1 there.
2 straight.
Just missed. And he's back to first in time. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So they strand a pair. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Francisco Lindor. Fouled off left side.
Well, these Mets just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. I think things are happening a little quicker than this offense would like, and we see it in the numbers. They're hitting into a lot of outs early in the at-bat.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Juan Soto now. He's 0 for 1. That's off the mark, and that's ball 1.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Swing and a miss, and the count even 1-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Man, that slider bearing in on your hands like that, it's just so tough to fight off. It's kind of like a cutter. It just can eat you off, saw you off. I'll tell you what, hitters have nightmares about that pitch. Perfectly executed out there on the mound.
And now it's Mark Vientos. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
On the ground, could be 2. Here's Edwards for 1, and that's 2. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We're midway in the 4th. It's the back here in Miami. Now it's the second baseman, Graham Pauley. First pitch doesn't find his zone. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
And it's even up.
2 strikes.
Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Next to hit, Davison de los Santos. That one fouled off. Pauley aboard here at first with nobody out. And a swing and a miss.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
And a swing and a miss. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
That cutter right there had just enough movement on it to get the swing and miss. It wasn't a great location by any means. That's typically a spot that hitters can handle. So I'd say he fooled him with just enough of that late action.
Ramirez in the box now. No balls and a strike. Broken bat, roller to first. Alonso over to second. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Marlins 1 and the Mets nothing. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Beozo back to work. Foul ball there.
Well, these Mets, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just 1 base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
The pitch. To the right side. And that one handled. throw not in time. It's an unlikely infield single.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
And here is Jose Siri. And that one fouled off. Tying run is at first. And we're at the top of the 5th. And he gets that fastball by him upstairs.
You know, every team has a hitter's meeting pregame, but this lineup seems way too anxious, aggressive. You wonder what they talked about.
Got him! Making 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. And, Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Alvarez swings through it for strike 1. Strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
That one missed.
2 strikes.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Oh, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts. So they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Nimmo, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
In the dirt.
0-2 is the count.
Alonso leads off first with 2 down to the inning. On the ground right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Still nothing on the scoreboard. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Fielder, Dave Myers.
That one clips the outside corner. 0-1. Myers measures 6 feet even, 29 years old, and he was a 6th round draft pick back in 2017. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
The center fielder, number 3.
And up next for Miami, Derek Hill. In for a strike. 0-1.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
That missed by a lot. And that's ball 2. And that one upstairs.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
And it's through for a hit. And that turns the lineup over. Jesus Sanchez, the next to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. Snap throw, but he scrambles back.
If he were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
Awkward swing there from the big left-handed hitter.
Off balance as well.
Swings and misses. And the count 1-2.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Man at first, one away. Line drive, base hit, right center field. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Now batting, the
2
designated
on,
hitter,
1 out. And now the DH, Griffin Conine. There's a strike. Looked like it was a little bit up.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get.
Runner on the go. Swing and a ball popped in the air. That's a base hit. Run scores. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
Oh, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
So up next, Xavier Edwards. And that one pulled foul. Next offering is in for a strike.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Into center. That's a base hit as a run scores.
He went up there and got it with 2 strikes. I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there coming back in that at bat.
Norby at the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact. So not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind him.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
Got him swinging. And now for the Marlins, Graham Pauley. Line drive, base hit. Conine headed for the plate. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and it's 4-0.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. And man, I'll tell you, a line drive like that into the gap just feels so good. It's feedback that you had everything on time and in control.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Tyler McGill departs, and he had a tough time keeping them in the ball game today. We'll get a new arm when we come back.
Now pitching for
Paul
New York.
Blackburn comes on now.
Number 58.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
And here is Davison De Los Santos. That one's in there, 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Traffic on the bases with 3 already across last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss.
No
Chased
ball,
it out of the
2 strikes.
zone. Ouch.
Timeout.
He had
That
2
ball got
strikes
right
on him, and he hit him. So they're all loaded up. Stepping in, Agustin Ramirez. Fouled off. He was late. Two outs. And that one sliced foul. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So they get 3 runs in the inning, but they also leave the bases loaded. 5 innings complete. And we're back. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Jeff McNeil stands in. And first offering is fouled off.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
That
ball,
one
1
misses, and the count is 1-1. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Next
2
offering
balls, 1
upstairs.
strike.
On the ground. Oh, he gloves it to his knee. The throw, nicely done for the out.
Great reaction there to get to the baseball, secure it, and then no time to get up and throw. Throws from 1 knee. That's a guy that's got a lot of confidence in his arm strength and accuracy.
Starling Marte. 0 for 1 with a flyout. To the right side. And that one finds its way through. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
On the ground to third. This looks like extra bases. Around second is Marte. And that's a double.
He was all over that one. Smashed that
right
one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play. Now let's see if they can string something together. Make it a little more interesting.
And now it's Juan Soto. That one's upstairs, ball 1. That one inside. Look out. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That one carrying, and that's a home run into the upper deck. Into the second deck it goes, and they throw 3 on the board. It's 4-3. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. Strike 1.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Next offering way off the plate. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Anthony Bender appears to be getting loose. Fauché, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Swing and a miss. 1 and 2.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
And the 1-2 misses to even the count. See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today.
Loki just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
On the ground right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now a 4-3 ball game. Back here at Lone Depot Park. Now here is Dane Myers. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1.
You know, these Marlins, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
The center fielder.
Here's the center fielder, Derek Hill. 1 for 2.
Hill.
Swing and a ball popped up. Vientos sizing this one up. 2 away.
The right fielder, number 7, Jesus.
Back to the top of the Miami order. Now it's the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez. First pitch misses. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And makes the grab. And that is that. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Anthony Bender.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Tosses to first. One up, one down.
I love how guys at this level are able to slow the game down, whether it's in the batter's box or on defense. And right there, that was a good job of knowing just how much time he had. We talk about that internal clock. He was able to gather himself, get a good grip, and make an accurate throw across the diamond.
To first, and that quickly 2 away. Here's Brandon Nimmo. Has grounded out a couple of times.
Nimmo.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Strike 2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Up with it. Fires to first. In time. So the drop third strike. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Leading off for the Marlins, the designated hitter, Griffin Conine.
And a pitch. And first offering is fouled off. Blackburn, he's one of those guys who uses the cut fastball as his primary offering, and when it's on, it can induce a lot of weak contact. Brings it in. One up, one down.
And the late movement on the cutter is really what makes it so effective, because as a hitter, you make a decision whether you're going to swing or take a pitch before it actually gets into the zone. So that late movement causes it to miss the barrel of the bat, sometimes miss the bat entirely.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Norby stands in now and watches strike 1. Upstairs. Tell fans a little bit about the difference between a cutter and a slider.
Well, a cutter looks more like a fastball, but it has that late movement like a slider that's hard to pick up. Now, with the slider, it's a little slower, the spin is different, and sometimes you can recognize that. And it tends to break a lot more horizontally and vertically than the cutter.
Two down, nobody on. Drilled out towards left center field. Series sizing it up. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. We go to the 8th. Now, Jeff McNeil. Bender back to work. And that one is in for a strike at 95. And it's 0-1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Andrew Nardi, the left-hander, up and throwing. Fauché getting loose as well. Here's the 0-1.
1-1.
There's the strike. Outside low. 2-2.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
That misses, and it's 3-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Three-two on the way. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Makes the grab, one away. So digging in, Starling Marte. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Fair ball. Now the Marlins manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Anthony Bender out of the game, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for
New
the
pitcher
Marlins.
for the Marlins, Calvin
Number
Fauché.
53.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
So a change being made at first base. On to pinch run,
Number
Luis
2.
Angel Acuna.
Luis Angel
One down.
Acuna.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. And a base hit up the middle. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
I'm
The
sure he
batter,
feels really
right
good about
field,
that one. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy. And now a crucial opportunity to tie up this game with another base hit.
Now it's going to be Juan Soto.
Nope.
And that's
That's
off
inside.
the inside edge. 1-0.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Left center base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He scores to tie it up as the go-ahead runner pulls up at third.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. And now it's going to be Mark calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now.
Pitching for the
Jesus
Marlins.
Tinoco will take over here.
Number 38.
Really tough spot to come into
Hey,
out of the bullpen. Bases loaded with multiple outs to get in a tight ball game. A lot can happen right here.
And that one in the air center field. Hill settles underneath it. Squeezes it. Out. Number 2. Now a relay to third. Save! He moves up and a run scores on the sac fly.
So many times that one gets out of here and into the seats, but he'll take the sac fly RBI. Good job to get that run in from third.
So up next for New York, Jose Siri. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
0-1's the count.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. That one is absolutely belted. Into the corner, but foul. And a swing and a miss. Good job at damage control right there. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the second baseman, Graham Pauley. Right through there for a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
0-2.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Inside.
That's
Ball
inside.
1. Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning.
Now batting,
Down 1.
first
Any
baseman,
leadoff base runner
Davidson.
really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Marlins making a move for a pinch hitter. Jonah Bride.
And this is a big at-bat coming, Boog. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
That one to first and foul ball. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Going back on this one. Forget it. His first homer of the year. It's 5-5. Now the left fielder, Dane Myers. There comes the skipper out of the dugout.
Pitching for
Frankie
the
Montas takes over on the mound.
47.
He's making his second appearance of the season.
Montas.
Swing and a miss. And that's strike one.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here the bottom half of the 8th inning. High fly ball out into left center field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And that is that. Miami draws even on the solo shot. All even at 5 apiece. Now into the ball game on defense, Nick Fortes. He takes over behind the plate. Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. 0 for 3 in this one.
Alvarez.
That misses. Ball 1. Signs of activity in the pen for the Marlins. Andrew Nardi, the closer, is getting loose. Enriquez also getting ready. In the air to left center. Hill on his way over. And there's one down. Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets.
Now batting.
0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout.
Nimmo.
Mets going with a pinch hitter. Tyrone Taylor looking to start something with 1 gone.
Taylor.
Swing and a miss.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
McNeil, now the box comes up empty with a swing there. Two down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And
1 ball,
ball 1.
2 strikes.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Staying in the game on defense, Tyrone Taylor. He'll be the new left fielder after entering the game as a pinch hitter. Up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. Safe! And a go-ahead run is on to the leadoff single. Jesus Sanchez, the next up for the Marlins. Pitch is in there. Strike 1.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Hit on the ground might be 2. Off balance feet, there's 1. And that's all they'll get.
Good that they weren't overzealous there. Just take the sure out. Keep the run out of scoring position.
Conine in the box now. Takes strike 1. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2. And that one hit to first. Has some trouble with it. He beats the throw, and the defense comes away with nothing.
The batter, number 9.
Xavier Edwards, the next up for the Marlins. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
1 away, and the game-winning run stands at second.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
That one just misses the outside corner, and the count is filled up. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 3-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout.
Now batting.
You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Great location with that 2-strike fastball. I tell you what, as a hitter, you're looking to protect the outside part of the plate, stay back on something off speed. So many times that location with 2 strikes, you just can't get around on it, and that's a tough one to compete with.
And that one lifted in the air, center field. Siri in position. Brings it in, and that is the inning. So they can't come up with the winning.
Pitching for
We're
the
back,
Marlins.
and on the mound,
Number
Luis
43.
Angel Acuna getting ready to hit. Getting his first plate appearance here in extra innings. He entered the game as a pinch runner. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Way inside, gets out of the way.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out. So they hold the runner at third, wanting to play it safe. Think that comes back to bite them?
Boy, it's hard to say. That runner on second to start extras is critical, and you want to make sure you don't waste him. If they don't score this inning, there'll be some second guessing for sure.
Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. Myers on a dead sprint, racing back, out of here. He made him pay for that one. His first homer of the year. It's 8-5. 2 pitches, 2 swings, that one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Nobody out with 3 runs in already this frame. Here in the top half of the 10th. Late on that fastball.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters. It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
And down on strikes. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Pitching change here. Ronnie Enriquez.
Number 32.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Vientos now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
Now, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Slings to first, 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. Here's Pete Alonso.
Alonso.
Off the mark there. And that's ball 1. Action in the pen down there. Seth Martinez up and throwing. Cronin getting cranked up as well. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right
I got
there.
a ball, 1 strike.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. Jose Siri up now for the Mets.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1.
Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. 0 for 4, 2 ground outs, a fly out, and a strikeout. On the ground to the left. Base hit. Alonso is waved home. 1 run is in. Play at the plate. Got him. And they're happy to just get off the field after that. On to the bottom of the 10th. And at the plate for Miami, Graham Pauley. He swings and fouls one off. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Pauley tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. Nope, he held back.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
And up next for Miami, Davison De Los Santos.
Nope.
And that one a little bit high. 1 out and a runner at second, and we're in the last half of the 10th. Here's a rocket out to left. Puts it away for the out. That's out number 2. So they're down to their final out. And here's the catcher, Nick Fortes. Right through there for a strike. And it's fouled away. The Fish down to their final strike. Foul ball still 0-2. Just missed.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, this is a big win on the road and going extras into 10. So hard to pull those out, but I think this team did a great job of keeping the crowd out of the ball game late. When you can do that, it kind of calms everything down, keeps the adrenaline of the opposing team down a bit, and you can steal a win and get out of here happy.
Our final score here, 9-5. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.